Hold on to your headphones because the hip-hop world just went from bars to bare-knuckle chaos overnight. Fresh footage has just leaked, and yes, it's real, it's raw, and it's happening at T.I.'s Atlanta mansion. But wait, why are 50 Cent's team members casually roaming the property of one of the South's biggest rap legends? Is this a friendly drop-in or something much darker? And what does it mean now that King Harris's final diss track just shattered the internet, leaving fans gasping, tweeting, "I can screenshotting faster than you can say war"? The streets are talking, the forums are buzzing, and the social feeds are flooded with speculation. Some say this is just coincidence, an overzealous Uber driver taking a wrong turn. Others whisper it's a strategic power play, the kind only a mogul like Curtis 50 Cent Jackson could orchestrate. And here's the kicker. The footage doesn't just show faces, it shows timing, intent, and presence. Like the kind of signals that make every hip-hop fan's paranoia meter go off the charts. So what really went down behind those gates? Who's playing chess? And who's being checkmated? By the end of this video, you'll see why this isn't just another beef. It's a full-blown generational showdown, and the internet is losing its mind. Stick around, because the story is bigger, juicier, and more scandalous than anything you've seen this year. It all started with a ripple that quickly became a tsunami. What seemed like another casual hip-hop feud suddenly erupted into a multi-generational war, and the internet couldn't look away. The sparks were first lit when T.I., long hailed as the self-proclaimed King of the South, publicly accused 50 Cent of backing out of a Versus battle he allegedly agreed to. According to T.I., the conversation started on seemingly friendly terms, full of promises and mutual respect, or at least the illusion of it. But when 50 Cent allegedly reneged, the mogul took to a podcast and made his disappointment crystal clear. In hip-hop, backing out of a public challenge isn't just a professional misstep, it's a personal insult, a stain on credibility that can't be wiped away with an Instagram apology. And that's exactly how this all began. A microaggression that would soon snowball into a full-blown spectacle, dragging families, social media, and even alleged legal documents into the spotlight. 50 Cent, of course, did not take this lightly. He, known for a career built on intimidation, trolling, and strategic public appearances, he responded almost immediately. He branded T.I. as King Rat, a term loaded with meaning for anyone who understands the language of hip-hop. To the uninitiated, it might seem like a casual diss, but in reality, it was an accusation of betrayal, a way of publicly questioning T.Y.'s street credibility. T.I., predictably, did not let this slide. He fired back with a combination of words, threats, and eventually music. Within hours, a preview of a track called War surfaced, loaded with lines that were less about metaphor and more about warning. This was a declaration that the battle had moved from verbal jabs into the realm of artistry, and anyone watching closely would understand that it wasn't just a song, it was a statement. A warning, a challenge. Then came the escalation no one saw coming. The family became part of the war. 50 Cent. And in a move that turned the entire feud from a private spat between two legends into a viral public spectacle, shared an unflattering image of Tiny Harris, T.I.'s wife. The post wasn't subtle. It wasn't joking. It was, in every sense, a provocation meant to hit below the belt. A classic move that instantly changed the stakes. It forced T.I.'s son, King Harris, into the frame. Just 21 years old, King immediately responded with ferocity that even seasoned veterans would hesitate to display publicly. My Instagram became his battleground. Every story, every comment, every repost of old photos was a direct assault on 50 Cent's reputation and personal history. He brought up past legal incidents, failed relationships, and career embarrassments, but he also crossed into deeply personal territory, referencing 50 Cent's late mother, Sabrina Jackson. For fans and casual observers alike, this wasn't just another online spat. It was explosive, provocative, and shockingly raw. King Harris didn't stop at words. He transformed social media conflict into music. On February 24th, he dropped Made Man, a diss track aimed squarely at 50 Cent, making his defense of family unmistakable and his position in the feud crystal clear. The song wasn't just reactive, it was strategic. Every line, every bar, every reference seemed carefully chosen to assert authority, defend legacy, and stake his claim as a player in this new generational confrontation. And the track immediately went viral. Social feeds lit up with reactions, memes, and debates. Fans dissected every lyric, journalists quoted every line, and the feud expanded far beyond the personal grievances of two established rappers. Suddenly, this was a multi-level, cross-platform spectacle involving music, social media, and the kind of personal exposure that drives engagement like nothing else. Meanwhile, 50 Cent was juggling multiple arenas of conflict simultaneously, proving why he is as much a mogul as a rapper. Just days before this explosion, he had publicly confronted Jim Jones, posting surveillance footage that suggested an attempted intrusion at a Bronx studio. By sharing images of himself with landlords and even eviction notices, 50 Cent demonstrated the tactics he uses to assert dominance offline, complementing his online trolling. It was a masterclass in controlling narrative, using presence, visuals, and timing to make sure the world knew exactly who was in charge. And now, with King Harris escalating the T.I. feud, 50 Cent's approach appeared eerily familiar. Alleged footage began circulating, showing affiliates connected to 50 Cent near T.Y.'s Atlanta mansion. Social media exploded with speculation. Was it intimidation, a coincidence, or another calculated move in a campaign of pressure designed to send a very public message? For fans and media alike, this was the ultimate question. And the drama continued to intensify as each party found new ways to escalate. T.I. dropped another track, Right One, taking aim at 50 Cent's past relationships and adding yet another layer to the already volatile mix. King Harris dug into alleged FBI documents from a 2009 case, posting them online with claims that painted 50 Cent as a cooperant. The mogul's typical bravado seemed slightly tempered. He deleted posts, responded selectively, and allowed the narrative to twist and turn in public view. And every move was scrutinized, every word was dissected, and every reaction only fueled the spectacle. Fans, commentators, and even law enforcement became part of the conversation. The South Fulton Police Department issued a tongue-in-cheek statement that perfectly captured the surreal nature of the feud. "No units dispatched for vocabulary disputes," they wrote. The world watched, sharing clips, speculating on intent, and debating who had the upper hand. And the feud had clearly outgrown a simple exchange of insults. It was now a generational, multi-platform, multi-medium showdown where music, family, social media, legal documents, and real-world presence all collided. And then the footage arrived, raw, undeniable, and undeniable in its implications. People connected to 50 Cent were seen in proximity to T.I.'s mansion. Context matters. Atlanta is T.I.'s kingdom. His legacy, his home, his personal brand, all are deeply intertwined with this city. And the appearance of outsiders, no matter who they are, in this sacred space immediately sparked debate. Was it a casual drive-by? A prelude to confrontation? Or just a coincidence magnified by a week of escalating viral content? Nobody knew for sure. But what was certain is that the feud had officially moved from virtual to potentially tangible territory, and every fan, journalist, and casual observer was glued to their screens. We've set the stage. The Verzuz snub, the social media explosions, on the family escalations, and the first hint of real-world implications. The players are identified, the stakes are high, and the audience is hooked. As the story unfolds, the next chapter will dive into the scandal breakdown and public reactions, peeling back the layers of leaked reports, anonymous sources, and fan hysteria that transformed a simple hip-hop dispute into a media spectacle the likes of which we haven't seen in years. Just when you thought the story couldn't get any messier, it did. Overnight, social media became a war zone. Every comment, repost, and meme fueled a firestorm that even seasoned hip-hop veterans admitted they hadn't seen in years. The leaked footage of 50 Cent's affiliates near T.I.'s mansion wasn't just a casual drive-by. Multiple anonymous sources told our investigators, because yes, someone has to dig, that these individuals were strategically positioned, not aimlessly strolling through Atlanta streets. One source, claiming to be a former crew associate, I said, "This wasn't a friendly visit. Curtis knows exactly what he's doing. They're sending a message, plain and simple. Proximity is power in this game." And the internet, of course, ran with it. TikTok clips, YouTube compilations, and Instagram reaction videos painted the scene as a Hollywood-level thriller, complete with suspenseful background tracks and shaky phone footage. Meanwhile, King Harris wasn't just sitting on the sidelines. After dropping Made Man, then he took his investigation to the next level. Alleged documents surfaced online, reportedly from FBI archives, hinting that 50 Cent cooperated in high-profile cases years ago. One leaked transcript allegedly read, "Subject provided information on associates as part of federal investigation. Details withheld." King captioned the post with nothing but, "Check your facts before talking trash." The post exploded, and within hours, conspiracy theories flooded Twitter. Fans argued endlessly, was King Harris revealing the truth, or was this masterful trolling disguised as a scandal? Either way, it was now impossible to ignore him. Public reaction was immediate and intense. Hip-hop blogs reported on every move. Instagram influencers posted reaction videos analyzing facial expressions in the leaked footage. One viral thread claimed that 50 Cent's team had parked luxury SUVs strategically to block certain mansion entrances, implying intimidation. And another fan theorized that a drone had captured movement patterns near the property, creating a surveillance chessboard that mirrored tactics 50 had used with Jim Jones days earlier. The discourse wasn't just about music anymore, it was about power, presence, and psychological warfare. T.I., for his part, leaned into the chaos with his signature calm yet authoritative tone. Releasing Right One. Shortly after the footage emerged, he dropped lines dissecting 50 Cent's history, calling out alleged hypocrisy and underhanded tactics. One lyric, repeated across social media, read, "You show up in my city thinking you run the game, but you forgot the king built this throne." Fans immediately shared the snippet, some adding their own captions. Atlanta versus Queens, generational war, and King Harris ain't joking. The combination of music, family involvement, and real-world footage created a multi-layered spectacle unlike any typical beef. Our investigation also uncovered other eyebrow-raising tidbits, whether factual or not, that fueled the narrative. Anonymous sources, including self-proclaimed insiders from both Atlanta and New York, described lavish spending by 50 Cent's affiliates, flashy cars, designer suits, and expensive gadgets, as part of a psychological display aimed at demonstrating power and reach. One source allegedly whispered, "It's not about intimidation through violence. It's about showing you have resources and connections and the freedom to move wherever you want." The internet ate it up, running memes about the logistics of moving a mini army into Atlanta to check on a rival's mansion. Even mainstream media couldn't resist. Music-centric outlets covered the diss tracks with headlines like, "King Harris drops bombshell on 50 Cent amid mansion footage scandal," while pop culture analysts debated whether this feud was elevating the careers involved or crossing a dangerous line. Late-night hosts jumped in with jokes, adding layers of public engagement that only heightened the spectacle. Comments under videos were a mixture of shock, awe, and sheer disbelief. One trending comment read, "Bro, this is like rap meets House of Cards. Can someone get Netflix to make a mini-series? And that sentiment wasn't far off. The storyline had everything: family drama, music industry politics, social media battles, and real-world intrigue. On social media, sick clips of King Harris referencing 50 Cent's past were circulating faster than most new music releases. One clip, allegedly showing King holding an old court document while mocking 50 Cent, went viral within hours. Another showed King Harris with a backdrop of his father's recording studio, the caption reading, "This is where kings are made, not just declared." Fans immediately drew comparisons between father and son, analyzing every gesture as symbolic, every word as intentional. And the internet loved it. Every time 50 Cent responded with memes or deleted posts, King's army of fans amplified the narrative, making each interaction feel like a chess move in a high-stakes game. And then there was the rumor mill, the most delicious ingredient for viral news. Anonymous insiders claimed that 50 Cent's presence in Atlanta wasn't limited to affiliates. Some suggested he had personal contacts monitoring T.I.'s movements, or that certain bodyguards were strategically stationed near entrances to subtly intimidate. Others claimed King Harris had been spotted near recording studios with unexpected guests, sparking speculation that the next diss track could be more than just lyrics. It could be evidence of alliances forming. Whether true or fabricated, the rumors kept engagement at a fever pitch. The cultural implications were also significant. Fans debated generational dynamics. The veteran mogul, the seasoned rapper, and now the young son stepping into the fray. Analysts compared it to historic hip-hop conflicts but noted a crucial difference. This one is multi-platform, multimedia, and multi-generational. It's not just radio and albums anymore. It's social media, viral video, diss tracks, alleged documents, and even physical presence near a mansion. It's a masterclass in modern conflict escalation in the entertainment industry. By this point, it wasn't just fans talking. Journalists, bloggers, and even casual observers were analyzing every detail: the timing of posts, the content of tracks, the movement of vehicles, and the timing of videos. One popular YouTube analyst claimed, "This isn't just a feud, it's a live case study in influence, intimidation, and digital age showmanship. The stakes are global now." Another blog ran with Atlanta versus Queens, hip-hop's modern-day Game of Thrones. And it wasn't an exaggeration. Every post, story, and track was feeding a cycle of escalation, engagement, and spectacle. By the end of this period, the scandal had officially gone viral, and mainstream outlets were treating it with both caution and sensationalism. Alleged legal documents, social media tirades, music releases, and surveillance footage were all part of the conversation. It was clear that the feud was no longer confined to two men. Families, fans, media, and even law enforcement commentary had entered the fray. And every move was magnified, analyzed, and discussed at unprecedented levels. And as the internet held its breath, the question loomed: what happens next? Will the feud remain on social media and music, or is it poised to spill further into real-world confrontations? Could alliances form? Could legal action be triggered by these provocative displays of presence and alleged documents? The suspense was palpable. The audience was hooked. And every fan knew one thing: the next chapter would be bigger, more scandalous, and probably completely unpredictable. And now, the stage is set for the ultimate reckoning. The feud that started as a snub over a Verzuz battle has morphed into a multi-layered spectacle, complete with viral tracks, social media wars, family involvement, alleged legal documents, and even real-world footage of affiliates near T.I.'s mansion. The internet is on fire, and the eyes of hip-hop culture, pop media, and casual observers alike are glued to every post, story, and snippet of video. But with this level of escalation, questions about consequences, accountability, and real-world fallout are unavoidable. From a legal standpoint, the feud is teetering on a knife's edge. While no formal charges have been filed, analysts and social media detectives alike are speculating that law enforcement is quietly monitoring developments. Anonymous sources close to the situation claim that the footage showing 50 Cent's associates near T.Y.'s residence has raised eyebrows in local precincts. Whether it's a matter of trespassing, intimidation, or simply a viral spectacle, police departments have reportedly flagged the content for review. One insider commented, "It's not about arrests, it's about patterns. When high-profile figures start mixing family, music, and physical presence, the lines get blurry fast." Even the tongue-in-cheek statement from the South Fulton Police Department couldn't quell the speculation. Fans and media ran wild with the idea that legal consequences might lurk just beneath the surface. Meanwhile, 50 Cent's strategy continues to confound both fans and commentators. Known for his ability to dominate multiple fronts simultaneously, he's juggling everything from Broadway productions to Netflix projects while keeping the T.I., the feud, simmering at maximum intensity. Yet, even he seems to recognize the optics. After posting provocative memes and images, he deleted several posts, fueling speculation about damage control. Observers were quick to note that deleting posts is rarely a retreat. It's a tactical pause. "Curtis is playing chess," one music analyst said. "Every post, every deletion, every meme is designed to make his opponent overreact." And overreact they did. King Harris, T.I., and their respective fan bases have turned every move into fodder for music, social commentary, and viral content. King Harris, the young powerhouse of this saga, has maintained relentless pressure. Made Man continues to circulate online, and he has been reposting alleged FBI documents that claim to show 50 Cent cooperated in past cases. Public reactions are polarized. Some see it as a bold move to defend his family and assert his own voice in hip-hop. Others call it reckless. A dangerous mix of personal vendetta and viral strategy that could attract unwanted attention from authorities. Social media threads are ablaze. Screenshots of King's posts go viral. Fans debate the authenticity of the documents, and commentators weigh the ethical implications. One viral Twitter thread read, "This is more than music. This is generational diplomacy through diss tracks, Instagram, and legal leaks. Somebody write a case study." The media frenzy has only amplified the stakes. Major outlets, from TMZ-style platforms to faux investigative networks reminiscent of Law and Crime, have been dissecting every angle. Headlines range from sensational, "King Harris versus 50 Cent," "Family Feud escalates to mansion footage showdown," to analytical, "How multi-platform escalation redefines hip-hop conflict in 2026. Opinion pieces dissected lyrics, photos, and alleged FBI documents, while YouTube channels devoted hours to speculating about the next diss track, the next viral post, and potential legal repercussions. The story has infiltrated pop culture discourse in a way few feuds have, combining entertainment, scandal, and controversy into a single narrative that refuses to be ignored. Financially, both camps are benefiting indirectly from the feud. Streaming numbers for T.I.'s latest tracks, including War and Right One, have spiked dramatically since the footage emerged. King Harris's Made Man has similarly benefited, circulating across platforms at viral speed. Some analysts argue that the publicity generated by the conflict may surpass what a Versus battle or conventional album promotion could achieve. One music industry insider quipped, "They might be feuding, but the attention economy is paying dividends for everyone involved." Whether that was intentional or purely collateral damage is anyone's guess. But in the world of hip-hop, visibility is currency, and these moves have been immensely profitable in terms of engagement. Yet, the human element can't be ignored. Family dynamics, public shaming, and generational tension have transformed what might have been a simple beef into a saga that touches on personal loyalty, reputation, and legacy. King Harris isn't just defending his mother or his father's reputation, he's staking his claim in a world dominated by veterans. T.I. is asserting his position as a king in Atlanta, reminding the public that he built his empire from the ground up. And 50 Cent, the seasoned mogul, is balancing legacy, intimidation, and spectacle with the precision of a chess master. Each move, each post, and each track is a calculated risk, and the social media world is watching, reacting, and amplifying every detail. From a narrative perspective, the tension has reached a critical point. The feud has gone beyond music and personal insults. It's now a multi-platform, multimedia saga with generational stakes, real-world implications, and viral consequences. No, fans and media are not only spectators, they are participants, creating memes, debating legitimacy, and framing the story in ways that amplify engagement. Every Instagram story, diss track snippet, and leaked document adds layers to a narrative that is now more than the sum of its parts. The internet is not just watching, it's shaping the story in real time. As we consider potential fallout, a few hypothetical scenarios emerge. Legal experts, whether self-appointed or actual, and have weighed in online, speculating that if the footage of 50 Cent's associates at T.I.'s mansion were interpreted as intimidation, civil action could theoretically follow. Public backlash is already significant, with social media users debating the ethics of dragging families into feuds. Industry insiders suggest that record labels and management teams are monitoring developments closely, aware that public perception, social media virality, and family involvement could influence endorsements and partnerships and future collaborations. Even hypotheticals about federal scrutiny, private security interventions, and media probes have been circulating online. The story has grown so big that it's no longer just a feud. It's a case study in modern celebrity conflict management, where every move is amplified, dissected, and repurposed for engagement. So where does this leave us? The feud between 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris has officially entered a new era. It is no longer confined to lyrics or Instagram posts. It has spilled into the real world, into viral documents, into public speculation, and into a spectacle that spans generations. The combination of music, social media, alleged legal documents, and footage of affiliates near a private residence has transformed a personal beef into a full-blown cultural phenomenon, watched, analyzed, and debated by millions. As of now, the story is far from over. Fans are speculating about the next diss track, the next viral post, and whether 50 Cent or King Harris will escalate further. Analysts are predicting continued engagement spikes, while the public continues to weigh in on the generational dynamics, family involvement, and the ethics of modern-day hip-hop feuds. What started as a single snub has become a multi-platform, multi-layered spectacle with no clear resolution in sight. And that brings us to the final moments of this saga, the call to action, where we ask the questions that linger, invite the opinions that erupt, and let viewers decide how they feel about the generational showdown, the viral footage, and the power plays that have made this feud unforgettable. So here we are, standing at the edge of one of the wildest hip-hop spectacles in years. 50 Cent, T.I., and King Harris have turned what started as a simple versus disagreement into a full-blown generational multimedia war. Diss tracks are out, Instagram wars are raging, alleged FBI documents are circulating, and now footage of 50 Cent's affiliates near T.I.'s mansion has everyone asking, how far will this go? Will this stay online, or is the next move about to cross into real-world territory? We want to hear from you. Who do you think is playing this game smarter? 50 Cent with his decades of experience, T.I. holding the throne of Atlanta, or King Harris proving the next generation isn't afraid to defend family and legacy? Is this the ultimate example of hip-hop strategy? Or have lines been crossed that shouldn't be crossed? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't just scroll, get involved. Share this video, like it, and subscribe for the latest updates. Because if the pace of this feud tells us anything, there will be more diss tracks, more viral footage, and more explosive revelations before anyone can even catch their breath. This is history in the making, and you get to witness it unfold firsthand. Stay tuned, stay alert. And buckle up, because the king, the mogul, and the sun are not done yet.